la la. Oh yes. Good morning. It is I, your host, Poco Kiro, with yet another amazing, fantastic, superlative episode of Redstone Lapis Lazuli. Hello, hold on, wait, I'm here, I swear. There I am, there, yo, what up? Good morning. Alright. So here I am in my base. I've got these swirlies on me right now because I'm within range of a beacon, and I apologize. I added the vines. I like the vines. I think I want to add more. It makes my capsule more encapsulated. Yeah, and check it out. So I'm holding this old armor. I'm trying to clean out my armor box. I'm trying to clean it out. So I dragged out a bunch of the old armor, the iron armor I had on there, and I came down. And I remembered I made down here, like a long time ago, and I forgot where I got the design for, or whatever. But this auto armorer, like many times I have died, and I respawn in my bed, and I'm like, man, I got no armor, but I got to go back and get my stuff. But there's a bunch of monsters in the way, and I'm naked. I've got nothing. I just respawned. I got nothing. I came out of the void of death, and when I came back, I was naked again. So this deal here, this helps you. If you pop out again, if you get respawned and you pop out and you're naked, but you know where you dropped your stuff is and you know where it's at, you can come over here and this will help you out. This machine, if you're naked, if you jump in here, this will automatically place upon you breastplate, helmet, leggings, and shoes, iron shoes. You're all hooked up. You're hooked up. You're protected. You're no longer naked. This machine will make sure of it. It's free. Just hop in. It's free. Just do it. All right. So I've got this extra armor laying around, and I was just gonna dump it in. So breastplate, no. Helmet, yeah. So yeah, and then when I have extra stuff, I just restock it because I'm rich. No. And it was just laying around. Check it out, look at it. Just iron just hanging out here if you need weapons. Look at that, it's all set up. If you're naked, just hop on here, grab some iron. I should bring down weapons here and stuff. That's a good idea. Anyways, yeah, this is inside the Central Memorial train station. So, yeah, it hooks you up. And an ender chest too, if you have ender stuff you want to hook up. Like I have a bunch of stuff in my ender chest. Okay, so what else did I want to talk about? Frames of reference. So when Einstein did his big thing about theory of relativity, the big deal about the theory of relativity is that it's all about your frame of reference. Because, so what does that mean? Okay, so imagine you're in a big train, and you're at either end of the train. Here, and what am I doing with my hands? I can do it here in Minecraft. It's way better. I got blocks. I need blocks. I need blocks. I need these kind of blocks. Okay. I love this. I saw this new here. Let's go downstairs actually, out in my lab or in my mines where I'm mining for memories, right? Oh man, shades of Yeah, the story that never ends. So imagine we have a train. In fact, we have a train. What am I even imagining? What am I talking about? So here, we got this train. And it's moving along. And we need 2 train tracks. Let me just go grab this one here. It'd be better if it weren't moving, but I can't help it. Oh no, see, I knew it. Come back. Yeah. Alright, here. That's how to do it. Ah! Okay, so we got these 2 trains. Alright, there's this train moving. And I'm here and you're there. Alright, see, this is not in peaceful mode. I had a golem over there to guard, but I think a skeleton killed him. So I have to make another golem. And I can't, like, my episode is getting wrecked. I had a golem down there, dude. Alright. So these 2... So this is a train. Now, we're both moving. I'm going that way, and you're going that way. But we're both going in the same direction. So we're in this train, and I'm there and you're there. So if our frame of reference is only me to you, 2 points, and that's it, relative to each other, we are not moving. Even though the train is taking us along, like at 6 blocks per second, or 8 blocks. Maybe it's 8 blocks. I think it's 6 blocks. 6 blocks per second, which is 6 meters. But me to you, we're not moving. So even though we're both moving together at the same, constant rate because we're on the train. So that's the thing, though. It's where your frame is. If we keep our frame just on us, we don't move. No matter what happens to the world, nothing happens here. Okay, but if we go and we open it up, then yeah, you start seeing some extra stuff going on, right? You see that it's not just me to you. It's not just me to you. It's all me to you to the train, because the train that we're in is moving at 6. So even though me to you is nothing, we're still going 6. 6 meters per second in that direction, no matter what. That's frames of reference, because it's all relative. Okay. Well, it's not all. I mean, that's a gross simplification. Come on, but frames of reference. Where you set your frames, and you can set your frames. However, doesn't negate the fact that they're in there's bigger frames. Do you see what I mean? All right. So, and you can frame it whatever it is. However you want. It's still gonna be what it is. So one frame is me to you, and another frame is me to you, me and you, and the train. But that includes the world, right? It's on a world, on the Earth, and we think of the Earth as immutable. It doesn't, or immovable. It doesn't go anywhere. The Earth is like boom, it's solid, right? It's there, boom. That mountain's going nowhere. But again, the frame of reference. Remember, we're on a planet, and this planet is going in a circle around the sun. So actually, there's we're moving at like, I forget how fast, how stupidly quick, like 70,000 kilometers a second or something. I forget, like an insane amount of distance per second, relative to the sun. Because then you think the sun, well, that's the center, that's immutable, that is it. Nothing. So here, wait. So yeah, you have the train, and then you have, I don't have blue. Let me go get blue. More colors. Blue. Yellow. Red. Sure. Over here. So we have the sun. So okay. So sure, there's first we're on the train, just me to you. Our frame is like this small, right? It's just me to you. And then we add the train. So that now we're hooked in this way. Me to you to the train. But the train is on the Earth. And the Earth is a planet that's revolving around the sun. Which is like huge, but so like everything is just giant sweep of an arc. Everything is huge, right? And then so we think of the sun as being immobile, but then you remember the sun is part of the Milky Way galaxy. Whatever. So it's just in the arm of it. We're in the arm of the Milky Way galaxy, and this galaxy arm is sweeping through space at ridiculous speeds around, I forget how much, just ludicrous speeds around the center of a star, of the galaxy. And then the galaxy is in a cluster of other galaxies, which is speeding away at like unimaginable speeds away from other galaxies, going in the opposite direction, so that the light gets bent. Because light is constant. But how does it stay constant if they're speeding away to each other? Well, it stretches, and I don't know that like the frequency, the wavelength becomes smaller to make up for it. The wavelength becomes smaller to make up for it, which is redshift. The light looks more red the longer you stretch it out. So even though space is expanding, light still takes the same amount of time to cross it. No, wait, does that make sense? Wait a minute. Even though space is expanding, yeah, light, I don't know. Okay, light just gets stretched, is what I'm saying. And it's crazy. So like, where you set your frame makes a huge difference, because look at, we can come back all the way down here from the cluster of galaxies to the galaxy, to the solar system, to the planet, to the train, back down to me to you. That's it, just me to you. But then, like, all we got to do is add a kid. Ching. And now it changes. Well, that's a different direction. That's moving temporally. But before we go in that direction down to the kid, first we can go to me to you to, like, other humans, right? Because this train didn't come from nowhere. This train had to be assembled by a bunch of other humans, which means they're all connected, whether we want to believe it or not. It's all connected. It's even me to you is affected by the fact that we're on a train moving 6 kilometers that way, or 6 blocks per second that way. So it starts getting wild, the interconnectivity. But how you frame things makes a big difference. Makes a huge difference. So let's go up here. Turn this down. All right. All right. So here, check this out. Frames help a lot. Like, I have a frame there. It tells me there's a bunch of rockets in there. Like, awesome. Great. I have a frame here. It says a bunch of arrows in there. Great. What a great frame. I have a frame here that says carpet. Great. What a great frame. But it doesn't matter how I frame it. It doesn't matter. Because what matters is what it is. And what it is, yeah, sure, there's rockets. But there's also gunpowder. And shulker boxes full of gunpowder. And there's a bunch of empty shulker boxes too. And yeah, we have tons of rockets, but we also have sugarcane, which makes paper, which when combined with gunpowder makes rockets. Hey, it's a rocket factory. I don't have in my frame, I don't have all those things that's actually inside. I just have what's on this frame. So I have to either know what's in there already or whatever. But this frame doesn't encapsulate no matter how I frame it, it doesn't encapsulate everything in here. I could cover it in frames, but then it's useless. I can't click on it anymore. Like I need to have a space to click to get in. So yeah. All right. So the next thing I want to show you is that yeah, I have all these this gunpowder. It's like, wow, how'd that happen? Smooth stone goes where again? I forgot. Where did I get this from? I don't remember. All right, I'll hold on to it. So I got all this. If we go up here and we come and we go, oh my goodness. What is that flying spaceship over there? Holy goodness. Wow. Wow. All right. Well, let's go find out. I have this handy dandy sand launcher, which is going to not work pretty soon, but while it does. Hey, F5. My goodness, 2 giant structures, one with like a carpet pattern, one just crazy. Because I was lazy and I didn't want to actually finish or make a pattern anymore. I was just like, get it done, get her done. But yeah, hey, what's under these things? All right. Well, from this frame of reference, check that out. It's a giant building. It looks like a factory. And what's that? Why, by God, it's the old guy iron farm. 5 or expansion compatible iron farm. All right, let's check this stuff out. And what am I standing on? Let's go look at that. Let's see how I'm going to do this. All right, hey. So yes, it's a giant factory. In this thing, there's iron. In this, there's string. Here we have gunpowder. Here we have dye. I just hooked this up. And here we have bones. And then here we have the ejection system. I should probably put a frame there to identify it as such. But yeah. So that over there is Navy Nexus's creeper farm. I only made it half scale and only one side, But my goodness, does this work great. You can see down there, or maybe you can't. Let me take a potion. Alright, yeah. You can see what's going on. So down there are 3 trident killers. And creepers, and only creepers, spawn due to the pattern with the what's it called? The buttons down on the floor, the holes, and the trap doors on the roof. So it's a meticulous pattern, and if you mess it up, then things other than creepers will spawn, and we don't want that to happen. We want only creepers to spawn to get the gunpowder. Now what's going to happen, because I built this over an ocean, means fish are going to spawn as well. And that can't be helped because I built it over an ocean. So any solid block, they're gonna spawn. So I tried at first to save the fish, but you can't save it in the old guy iron farm. I tried to leave them there, but they became very numerous, and I think they were blocking drops from reaching the hoppers. So I just opted to turn everything to magma blocks, and that seems to work good. But yeah, fish will spawn no matter what. I thought maybe if I cover it with carpet, it won't spawn there. But nope, that does not stop fish from spawning. So I decided just to go all out, make it into a kill the cats. Yeah, sorry cats. And the fish too. And since I don't need fish, actually, since I don't need fish, I just chuck the fish back into the ocean. But I keep everything else, and I keep the iron, and I don't actually trade with any of these villagers, even though they could be technically traded with. But I opted not to, just because it's simpler. I just wanted the iron. That's all I want. That's all I want is iron. All right, and then down here, yeah. But this is pretty good. This is the really efficient iron farm. I tried the other version of Iron Farm and did not work nearly as good as this one. I mean, yeah, it just works. It just works. I followed old guy's tutorial very closely, and it worked. Except the thing I changed is the delivery system. Like you see, instead of keeping it in a box, instead of keeping the drops in a box, I just chuck it into this water stream, which drops it down there to join up. You can see right here, boom, the string. What else? Fish. There we go. Let's watch the fish. The fish to go join up over here with the water stream. Now I got magma blocks here to kill anything that spawns. Sorry, dolphin. I could have saved you, but I want the drops. Like, I want your bones. So as soon as this guy made it. But eventually I got more magma blocks. So eventually they will turn into bones. Which I'll keep. Because I tried to oh crap. I fell in. Serves you right. I didn't know that was not there. Okay, hey. Good to know. There we go. All right. So yeah, this is a good way. I found a way to handle to kill creepers automatically, to spawn creepers and kill them without getting dirty. They don't blow up. I can go close to them down here and they don't blow up. Let me go demonstrate. You can hear the trident killers at work. But yeah, see that you can check them out. There they go. They get processed safely, right? I don't have to get my hands dirty. All the loots are kept. If I wanted the experience, I can just go up and get it, but I don't really care at this point. So no matter where they come in, they come in and they get processed. Yeah, we don't want things not creepers to fall in, like spiders, because then they don't die. Spiders don't die. So that means I have to manually go in there and kill them, because otherwise they take up a spawn cap. You know, up to 6 or 7 mobs can spawn here. So if there's a spider that never despawns or never dies, it's always there. That means less creepers. So we don't want anything other than spiders. That's a lot of stone buttons. But it's easier to get stone than wood. Alright. So yeah, dude, this is where I'm chilling. Alright, and so I would chill for hours here, basically, making sure this works. And InSo, I got a bunch of iron. I mean, it's not a bunch. It's going to be a lot more once the expansion or the patch drops. It's going to be a lot more iron. I'm going to be like dumb with iron. But the thing about making this is that I needed to have elytra wings. They really help a lot. And now I've got unlimited gunpowder. And with that 0 tick farm, I've got unlimited sugarcane if I just switch production. Or I can build another one up here and make this factory complete. Gunpowder and a paper factory, and then you just combine them, and then you got rockets for days. In fact, I'm gonna do that because I can. Yay! And then I was gonna possibly make another iron farm out a certain distance. And make this a double iron farm, but I may not need it because look at this thing, man. I made his Navy Nexus's creeper farm half the size that it needed to be, and it's like ridiculous with the gunpowder. I'm drowning in it. I've got so many. I got like 3 shulker boxes, and then I decided to make this, and like it's gonna fill up. It's amazing. I just have to turn it off, and see, and then sometimes, like if you get out of the distance, the render distance, or the simulation distance, the machine will break. But all you gotta do is flick it off and on, and it'll turn on again. It'll work again. Continually and automatically. So yeah, I have a box here to protect me from phantoms, but yeah, and then to encapsulate the machine and the delivery system. Oh, my vision's going out. My night vision's going out. Bye-bye, creepers. Bye-bye. Oh, yes, that's what it looks like, see? So you got to keep it dark because monsters spawn in the dark. So in this way, knowing that monsters spawn in the dark, we can create a structure where monsters will spawn and then we can process them. See how that works? Knowing that they spawn in the dark, we can. It's like a honey box, honey trap. A honey trap for monsters. They can't help but spawn here, and we design it so that only certain kind of monsters spawn. So we can capture them, process them, and create rockets to power our flight. As high as I'd like. Well, I don't know. What's the limit? Is there a limit? 4. 258. I think that's the high as I can get. No, wait. 4, 5. Let me see. 5. Am I going up? Oh yeah. So super high. So look at my frame. My frame is. Sure, I can like look into this expanse like space. I can do that, sure. But look I have no frame of reference. I'm not relative to anything except the void. But when I look at Earth, I'm like, oh, I'm relative to everything. Oh. Ooh. Rockets, dude. Rockets. So yeah, that's my rocket factory. That's how I make unlimited flight to get us high and explore everything. I need to go. Let me go get some more. But first, see, it's a lot of work, right? It took a lot of work to make that. But okay, what did I come down here for? Oh yeah. So I want to clarify this over here. So this over here, I said like the point was to get God in as close to the center to God as possible. Okay, but here's the deal though. Like this is just a slice. This is not the whole thing. This is just a slice. It's like literally a slice. Like this should be a sphere. Like a big sphere. It's not bound in. Yeah. It's just a model, right? It's not the deal, the model. But this is like a sphere. And the other thing is that this sphere is not static. It doesn't just stay there. Like it is where it is always but in a different dimension, I guess you could say. It's constant, even though to us it looks like it's variable. I don't know how to describe it. Okay, so like we're in the train again. And we're moving at 6 kilometers per second that way. Or that way, whatever. That way is cool. Towards God, that's nice. Yeah, that way. All right. So me to you, nothing's moving. We're like, we're here. That's it. Nothing's moving. We're there. But if we look outside to the sun, like we're on Earth and we're looking at the sun, to us the sun's like. Well, not even the sun. The sun's like, yeah, the sun's following us. Remember being a kid? Look, the sun's following us. Look, the moon's following us. We're moving that way, but the sun's always right there. It's chasing us. The sun is chasing us. Because the way we have our frame of reference, when it's only me to you, and that's it, we're the center. The sun looks like it's chasing us. It looks like it's variable. It's moving. The sun's moving. It's always moving, right? Because we have our frame of reference. This is the center to us because we're children, or we don't know. But as our awareness of things expands, and we become aware that no, the sun is not moving. We're the ones moving. The sun is always there. So yeah, when you look at this, like this is just a model. It's not the whole thing. We're moving. So it's going to be changing. It's going to look like it changes. The good, because what this is because God can be, not reduced, but another way of saying God is saying the form of the good. Remember what form is? Platonic forms. So Plato remember Plato said it was all about that there was the world of appearances and the world of forms, and the world of forms is where the real world was. He said the world of ideas, where things are immutable, unchanging, perfect, timeless, beyond, when you have the form of the chair, like you can put it in your mind, the form of the chair. You know what a chair is, right? You know what a chair is, and you know what a good chair is and a bad chair. You know what that is. You know what quality is. You can discern quality of a chair. So you have this idea in your head, right, of the perfect chair. Like it's just like just floating in your head, right? It's there. All right. So the things that's the form. That's just like, if you're a master craftsman of chair, then you know that form, that idea of chair a lot better, because that's your job. You spent your life creating chairs and crafting chairs and trying out chairs and making chairs. So you really, 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 really know what is a good chair. You really know what is a good chair and what is a bad chair. Your perception of that form, of floating in the world of forms, your idea is like perfect, like a lot better than your general layperson who's like, oh yeah, a couch, that's a good chair. No, dude, it's a couch. Okay, so so you have so you have this idea, or we have this idea of what is good, like, good. What is good? We have an idea, but the moment you bring chair into existence, right? So it's in the world of forms, right? But this master craftsman, sure, he can make a chair out of anything, and it doesn't mean it's a good chair. He can just make it. So, and then boom, he just throws together a chair. The chair he makes does not exhaust the possibilities of what is the perfect chair, because the craftsman took the idea of the perfect chair and brought it into reality, into the material world, and created it. But the chair itself is static. It doesn't ever change. It's there. In fact, it degrades over time. That's the nature of this reality. It degrades. Right? So too does our model. Does the model degrade, right? We're just taking like a snapshot I'm just taking a snapshot of the form of the good, and the model of it. I'm making a model of it. The form of the good. So to Plato, the form of the good, the idea of good, is what lets you see other ideas in this realm of the form of ideas. Right. If you can understand what is good and you have a pretty good idea, then that illuminates ideas to be like good ideas or bad ideas. And that's how you see in this other world, in not the material world. I mean, you can see the reflections in the material world, but like, yeah, that's how you see in this other realm. Using your reason, you discern the light of the good, the form of the good, and that good can, and like we say, the highest good is God. So there's that. No. Okay, so the highest form is God. So if you want to go like that, right? There's an idea. There's like, even if you don't believe, if you're an atheist and you don't believe in God, even if you're an atheist, you can agree that there's this concept of God, which is the highest absolute good possible, or that even beyond possible, the absolute highest good. That is the idea of God. And so so once you have this form of the good, what is good, what is quality, what is greatness, what is, like, the quality of goodness, it illuminates these other ideas, which help you discern then, like, yeah, how they're used in our world. Because then remember, these ideas only gain form or expression through a human, or that's how they're born into the world of material. So I'm taking the frame way back, is what I'm saying. But the good looks like it changes over time. Like back in the day, it was good to keep everyone together in certain groups, because it was good back in the day, because you wanted to create a structure. and there are two different ideas of the structure you wanted to create. But the vision that they had was pretty dim. It was the first time that someone had tried to do this. So it was a transition away from this to this. And this didn't want to go away. So like, and but as we got better at it and closer to it, it became clearer what was going on here. So it looked like it moved, the whole thing moved. But we know better. It's not the whole thing that moved, it's us that moved. We're the ones who moved. Right? The sun isn't chasing us. We're rotating around the sun. And we're okay. Where do I? So this sphere that's more than a sphere, is always moving. It looks like it's always moving, but it's never static, because things that are static degrade in this world, if you've noticed. Yeah, things that are static degrade. The master craftsman can create the most perfect chair possible, given the material world that we're living in and the technology available to him at the time. He can make the best chair, but over time that chair is going to degrade unless the craftsman keeps pouring in energy. It's gonna break down. He has to keep pouring in energy, or it breaks down over time, and that's just the way it is. That's the way our world works. So if it breaks down, then it's not perfect. Because the perfect thing, is perfect, and that therefore it doesn't exist in the material world. We can get as close to it as possible, but it doesn't and never will exist, because that's the nature of it. Like it's the idea itself. You can never exhaust the idea itself. And if the idea of itself is the idea of goodness, you can never exhaust it. It's never exhausted. You can always give it expression in life, and you have to, right? If you want to see goodness in the world, you kind of have to. All right, let's see. What am I gonna do? I made a automatic slime farm, but then they killed my golem. They killed my golem. He's still alive over here, though. I don't understand why, but he's alive over here. Just a little bit of slime. So I broke down my my iron pyramid and replaced it with a gold pyramid, because I had more gold than iron. Like, it's easy to make gold, it's hard to make iron. Redstone. Alright, hey, I'm not mining. What am I doing? Right? Mining for ideas. Check me out. I swear to God, I read this. Well, I read this in the Neverending Story. Not the movie version, but the book version. At the end, when the kid, Bastian, was mining his memories. Trying to find a memory. So he could go back, escape. So that trips me out. I'm like, oh no, I can't remember I can't remember that part. And I'm in a mine, in a game called Minecraft, telling you the nature of, like, a conception of God. Like, or a model of it. There's that skeleton. Hey, dude, where'd you come from? Up there? Oh yeah. Look it. See, there's an arrow. He shot me from what angle? What angle did he shoot me from? Uh-oh. Hey, check that out. Let's go investigate. Let's be detectives here. All right. Oh, look, it's straight up. So he was way up there. Let's see. I don't know where. Let's just throw it everywhere. It wasn't from here that I shot me. It was probably from over there. I can't see the arrow. Where did he come from? Oh, I'm gonna get lost. Alright. No, don't go too far. I want to know where he shot. Oh, over there maybe? No more. Alright. Dude, I love these elytra wings. These are amazing. It changes the whole game. So yeah, look, I like kind of cleared out this mine a bit. Alright. Let's see, what time is it? 8:46. Alright. Well, let me get another cup of coffee here. God is moving top Plato's forms. Okay. Another thing I want to talk about. Let's see. Let's see. Frames of reference. Okay, oh yeah. Okay, so more frames of reference. Let's move back in a different direction, because that was kind of crazy. The form of the good, the idea of the good. Where do I want to go? Let's go hang out in the need more rockets. Just having a good time with those rockets. And I got too much crap. I need to make an item sorter for myself. And you know what? I think I'm gonna like have to wreck my whole base to do it. Let me show you the problem. The problem here is here's where I first started. Here's like where I made like my very first item sorter. I thought was gonna make for myself. The problem is I didn't make a place for stone because at that time I didn't think of using a silk pickaxe, silk touch pickaxe. So I didn't think stone was that important. So I didn't make one for stone. And like, yeah, it's just, and I kept one for gravel. Like, that's dumb. Why would I want to keep gravel? I hate gravel. Alright, anyways, so then I made this elevator. But now I realize that this elevator's in the way. I can't really expand it any bigger because the elevator's in the way. So I'm like, man, I could probably take the elevator out and rearrange this, but like, where am I going to put the elevator? Do I even need an elevator? I don't know. I can't, like, things are so crammed in here that it's ridiculous. Like, so, I mean, I gotta, oh man, it's just gonna be awful. So I want to just maybe tear out the ceiling right here, right? Oh, I can't really. I can't tear out the ceiling because look what this does. This is the delivery system. Well, it used to be the delivery system for the automatic farms. Like, they would automatically come and pick up the stuff in the hoppers. What happened to this brick. Oh, I must have broke it. Well, yeah, they used to come over here and pick stuff up and then deliver it to Drano. I need something here I'm missing. A comparator, probably? Yeah, a comparator. Yeah, dude, I need a comparator. Anyways, it used to... Yeah, right there, see? It used to... that's what it used to do, and then it broke, so I need to fix it somehow. I washed out the tracks. Like, things break down in this world. Like, if you... And anyways, yeah, this used to take it back. So it would break my automatic farm system that used to go to my trading hall in Drano before iron farms broke. You know what? If they fix iron farms, I can probably just fix Drano and make it an iron farm. Oh no, I need to make it a trading hall. But I was making a new one. But I think it's unnecessarily complicated. Unnecessarily complicated. I can just make a really simple one. In Drano, and or maybe make an iron farm above it. No, I wanted to make a regular. Anyways, see what I'm doing, dude? This game, Minecraft, is like ADHD crack. Like, there are so many things you can get distracted on. Like, so many different directions you can go. Yeah. So, okay, we got politics, but I don't really care about politics. I mean, the Democrats are gonna pick whoever they're gonna pick. I mean, what they had South Carolina and Biden won. Okay. I don't know. Biden's not my favorite. I hear conspiracy theories that against Bernie Sanders, but I don't want to go like that. I hear bad things against Elizabeth Warren, and I don't want to contribute to that. There's no need. There's no need. Like, it depends on your frame of reference, I guess. Like, I'm more concerned with Donald Trump purging the government. Like, Donald, I don't know. I had a week vacation. I didn't do anything. I went shopping for a house, I guess. I started looking to purchase property. But man, even purchasing property makes me feel kind of weird, because that means I'm contributing to the system that perpetuates, private property, the private ownership of land. Or like, should I get a condo? Like I don't know. I don't even know. Indeed. So, what else has been going on? So yeah, infighting with the Democratic Party about who's going to be the nominee. I don't care. I mean, I do care. I prefer Elizabeth Warren or Bernie Sanders. That's my preference. But yeah, I know there are people who are very, very vested in a certain outcome, and like, it's kind of crazy. I don't want to get involved with that. Donald Trump is purging the government and installing lackeys. I mean, if you play the card game Hearthstone, you know all about the power of lackeys. when you sacrifice, yeah, so you play a lackey and then you sacrifice that lackey. Uh, how does Donald call it? Acting. He calls it acting. He has a bunch of people in acting positions in the government. He has them in acting positions so that they can't be confirmed by the Senate or the House or whatever, by government. So Donald takes away the constitutional check that the Senate has on the executive by not allowing them to by not bringing them to be confirmed. He just keeps them as acting. He just keeps shuffling out acting people so that he can have whoever he wants. And if they mess up, he just kicks them out and sticks in a new acting person. It's dumb. It's dumb how and by doing that, he is kicking out all the. That's funny. Yeah, that trips me out. Man, look at this complex. Look at this flying factory. I spent way too much time making it, I think. Factory in the sky. What else is going on? Yeah, there are many different ways of seeing the form of the good, and it's gonna look different depending on where you're standing and where you are on the train, I guess. Yeah, so you have a walkie-talkie, and you're standing on opposite ends of the train, and the train isn't moving, but you have walkie-talkies and you're talking to each other, and I'm way at one end of the train and you're at the other end of the train, and I'm like, yo, the sun is right above the library. And on your end of the train, you're like, no, the sun is right above the park. And we're both saying where the sun is, but it looks different to both of us. The problem is, remember, the sun hasn't changed anything. The sun isn't moving nowhere. It's us that's moving. And so, the difference in our perspective can be attributed by the space. Our frames of reference are different. My frame is me to the sun and it's gonna hit the library, and then you're over here, and to you, it's you, the sun, and the park. The library is a little bit over here, so it's the park. Like, you're both right within your frame of reference, but if you back the frame up, you realize it's the sun doesn't move, and yeah, your statement is only valid within your frame of reference. If you take it out of your frame of reference, it's not valid anymore. The sun is above all of you, and what is above even? So I guess we can apply that to I don't know, maybe I should read a poem. I don't even have a poem I want to read. Let me see what I got. I can read from my book. Yeah, let's do that. Let me go find a poem in my book that I want to read. Let me stop this music. I need to hang out with people and find someone who wants to provide music. Da, 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 da. All right. All right. Here's a poem from my book Distillate, which is okay. Stay focused. A wise man once implored me to take up the mantra: love is patient, love is kind, love is patient, love is kind, love is patient, love is kind. Sometimes it's difficult to keep focused on love, to make sure love flows through everything I do. Love could be considered a form of moving meditation. Every gesture, every footstep, every breath for the expression of love. Taking out the trash in love. Walking around the block in love. Getting dressed in the morning in love. Every word spoken in love. Lately, I've been lucky if I've consciously devoted any kind of action towards love. If even once in weeks, it's hard to stay focused. Everything wants my attention. Even when I want my attention, I can't keep it. Maybe it might be even too much. I mean, what kind of command is that? Do everything in love. Really? Everything in love? Buddy, it's ridiculous. The distance placed betwixt me and a human who, in sequence, would be next. Between me to the next, there's a minimum of an unquantifiable number of infinities, spanning the expanse of time and space and whatever metric you choose to define this experience. All used to divide and separate me from the next human being. And I know of at least one other who would call that being lonely. I know it as a gnawing ache in my diaphragm, moments lost in thoughts of what might have been, those poems never written, back and forth, and the kids? Those series of adventures that we never did. All of these weigh upon my soul like a deadly sin, an illusionary episode where the bad guy wins. Played on a loop in my head as the wheel spins. Negative energies flow like gremlins. But I exercise my spiritual alchemy, hem and trim and take the tree of knowledge as my symbol of camaraderie. Uphold the path. Negative energies course through me, but see, it shall not pass. Transform the pain into harmony. Recreate primordial chaos via dissonant epiphanies. Construct an algorithmic world through a random seed to synthesize the words and deeds of greatness and use it as a model for the basis of excellence. I'm a backstop to the karma train. I'm a roadblock to the hate gang. I'm a blood clot to a severed vein. And I won't stop till you know my name. Alright. Thanks, America. This is Pogo Kiddo. Peace. Till next time. Out. Stop.